first and get back to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, and this is the University of Education Winneba Business Challenge. Today, I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with Mr. Collins Kofi Ebuko. He is the manager and also doubles as the journalist and broadcaster of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM. Please don't forget you are watching us live on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram and all those social media handles. Don't forget you can also reach us on www.uew.edu.gh. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Abisiba.
How are you doing?
Well, God has granted us today being a lovely Friday.
Yes, today is another edition or second edition of the Uewabs Business Challenge. What's your take?
Well, I missed the very first edition, but I monitored a little, and it was so.
That's great. Today we have a beautiful set. What prompted this beautiful set?
You know what the call and the attitude and whatever it is that goes into our type of work here. It's challenge yourself and come up with something new.
Yeah.
Something novel. So I dove my heart for the technical crew and all that have really made it possible that the set is what we have today. And I'm sure we are all going to enjoy today.
So what do you have for our quiz master and the students who have taken upon themselves to project the UEW Business School?
Well, last week they had Team Alpha and Team Beta.
Yeah.
But today we are having Team Red Ocean and then Team Blue Ocean. And I'm sure they are very much well prepared to deliver. In-house, we have some audience, and I'm sure they are really waiting to see how the various teams deliver. In-house audience, can we have an applause from you? Wonderful. And I'm sure you're also doing the viewing and the listening out there, and it's going to be nothing but the very excellence that the University of Education Winneba stands for. It is the UEW Business Challenge organized by the School of Business, University of Education Winneba, in collaboration with Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, also of the University of Education Winneba. In fact, that is the ultimate in-campus radio. Our quizmaster for this very day's event is Dr. Gajo. We'll be going over to him and he will take over. But Abisiba, I know you have a couple of things you want to talk about before we go there.
Yeah, so I still want to remind our audience and viewers who are on Facebook or all social media handles, you can follow us on Radio Winneba 98.3 FM. Don't forget, we are going to read all your messages and keep them coming like you did last week. We appreciate your audience. Thank you.
You really appreciate the audience?
Yes,
I
we do.
appreciate you, appreciate the production team, and appreciate the performers and the quizmaster. I have very little to do now. Mine is just to say, quizmaster Dr. Gajo, over to you.
Good evening, our cherished listeners and viewers of 98.3 FM Radio Winneba. Welcome to the second contest of the Uewabs Business Challenge. I am Samuel Gameli Gajo, the quizmaster who loves and adores academic violence. Today's contest is between the Blue Ocean and the Red Ocean, and the program is proudly brought to you by Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, School of Business of the University of Education Winneba, with technical support from all the 5 departments under the school, namely the Department of Accounting, Department of Applied Finance and Policy Management, Department of Management Sciences, Department of Marketing and Entrepreneurship, and the Department of Procurement and Supply Chain Management. School of Business Excellence, our hallmark. Contestants from Red Ocean, please introduce yourself to us.
I'm James Nano for a BBA level 400 student accounting.
And Joshua, BBA accounting level 300.
Wonderful. Red Ocean, are you going to read today?
Yes, sir, I'm going to read.
That will be very, very bloody. Blue Ocean, kindly introduce yourself to us.
I am Felix Blay, BSc Accounting Education Level 200.
Corner, Hija, BBA account level 400.
Blue Ocean, what are your expectations for today's contest?
Last week we learned a lot, and this time around too, we are hoping to learn something new today and do our best.
Our cherished listeners and viewers, we expect to learn a lot today. Today's contest is organized in 5 rounds. Round 1 is questions. It will comprise questions from all the business areas. Each team will have 7 questions each. Round 2 is calculations. They'll be made to calculate or compute some problem questions in business, and each school also has 7 questions each. Round 3 is the business case of the day. They'll be given a common question and they'll provide one solution as a team. Round 4A is the Windy Bay business segment, where questions will be asked on Radio Windy Bay's business segment news throughout the week. Round 4B is going to be true or false, and round 5 will be riddles. Round 1 will, for round 1, each school will have 7 questions, and they will be required to answer the questions in 10 seconds. If they get the answer correct, they will get 3 points, and if they get it wrong, it will pass to the other school for 5 seconds, and they will get 1 point for answering it correctly. They have only 2 attempts. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are poised for action. Without wasting my time, let's start with round 1. Round 1. Okay, so I'll start with the Red Ocean. The Red Ocean, your major question. The process by which the production crew for the Uewabs business challenge develop their own applications with or without the help of professional management information staff is called. The process by which the production crew for Uewabs business challenge develop their own applications with or without the help of professional management information system staff is called.
Bespoke system.
No, that's not correct. So your time is up. Bonus to the Blue Ocean.
Self-regulatory system.
That is not correct. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is end user computing. End user computing. Blue Ocean, your major question. Mr. Bright Fuga is trying to convince Mr. Osman Mumin that cloud computing is not different from client server computing. Is he correct? If yes, why? If no, why? Mr. Bright Fuga is trying to convince Mr. Osman Mumin that cloud computing is not different from client server computing. Is he correct? If yes, why? If no, why?
Yes, because in cloud computing we have a component called platform as a service. So it is more or less similar to what he's saying. Similar to client computing.
You have another attempt. Okay, bonus to read Red Ocean.
Sir, please. Cloud computing and client service is not the same because with cloud computing, the data is held on a centralized location for which a company can access through the use of ICT tools. But with client server computing, it could be in the form of the service will be held traditionally.
That is correct for 1 point. That is correct for 1 point. Red Ocean, your major question. The transmission mode is the process of transferring data and information between 2 devices. Mention any 3 types of data transmission modes and indicate the mode for a telephone network. The transmission mode is the process of transferring data and information between 2 devices. Mention the 3 types of data transmission modes and indicate the mode for telephone networks.
We have duplex, simple duplex, and then double duplex. And for telephone, it uses double duplex or duplex.
That is correct for 3 points. So we have the half duplex, simple to, and telephone uses the full duplex transmission mode. Team Red Blue Ocean, your major question. Mr. Abraham Caesar has been appointed as head of quality control department of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, a company that renders services to the university community. Mention any 3 functions to be performed by Mr. Mr. Abraham Caesar on his appointment. Mr. Abraham Caesar has been appointed as the head of quality control department of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, a company that renders services to the university community. Mention any 3 functions to be performed by Mr. Abraham Caesar on his appointment.
One, you should make sure that there is effective communication in the setting. Employees and the superiors in the management can effectively communicate. And 2, you should also make sure that you will deal with all kind of HRM dispute, that is a conflict that may arise in within the organization. And the 3rd one too, you should also make sure that you work towards the organizational goals.
Organizational
goals.
So I'll give them 1 out of 3. So he will be in charge of quality strategy, compliance. He also be in charge of stakeholder expectations, continuous measurement, budgeting issues, and also human resource needs. You had a human resource needs correct. That's why I give you 1 out of 3. Red Ocean, your major question. If Dr. Emmanuel Pabite is a successful leader because he adopts a particular management style irrespective of the circumstances in which he finds himself, what leadership theory is he exhibiting? If Dr. Emmanuel Pabite is a successful leader because he adopts a particular management style irrespective of the circumstances in which he finds himself, what leadership theory is he exhibiting?
Situational leadership style.
That's not correct.
Contingency leadership style.
Bonus to Blue Ocean. Okay, your time is up. The answer is style theory of leadership. Style theory of leadership. Blue Ocean, your question. Explain any 3 benefits of a well-motivated workforce to a business organization. Explain any 3 benefits or mention any 3 benefits of a well-motivated workforce to a business organization.
1, it improves productivity. It improves productivity. It also ensures effective communication within a workplace, and also it brings about efficiency.
That is correct. So increase productivity, lower levels of staff turnover, low absenteeism, motivated and contented staff employees are likely to give the organization a good reputation, improve industrial relation, among others. Red Ocean, your major question. The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic resulted in most countries experiencing negative macroeconomic conditions such as demand pull inflation and cost push inflation. You are to explain these 2 types of inflation. The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic resulted in most countries experiencing negative macroeconomic conditions such as demand pull inflation and cost push inflation. Explain these two types of inflation.
Demand pull inflation is a type of inflation that comes about as a result of customers demanding more goods, like having money, more disposable income to go after goods. So with that respect, it pushes the price up, and for cost push, it's as a result of cost of production going up.
That is correct for 3 points. That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean. Professor Samuel Enim, the government statistician, has announced that the year-on-year inflation rate at factory prices has fallen from 43.9% to 42.2%. What will be the impact of this event on average price levels in Ghana? Professor Samolenim, the government statistician, has announced that the year-on-year inflation rate at factory prices has fallen from 43.9% to 42.2% for in the month of May. What will be the impact of this event on average price level in Ghana?
So first, the inflation is the persistent rise in the average price, general price levels of commodity. If it's reduced from 43.9% to 42.2%, then it's going to reduce the prices of commodities, and therefore consumers or buyers will be able to purchase more as compared to the time that it was at the 43.9%.
That is not correct.
It's so the reduction in the inflation rate will lead to a reduction in the average price level.
That is not correct. Bonus to Red Ocean.
Mr. Please, a reduction in inflation rate does not mean a reduction in price. So this means that prices will still be high, but it wouldn't be as higher as it was.
That is correct for 1 point. That is correct for 1 point. And this is to our listeners and our viewers. When inflation rate drops, it doesn't mean prices are not increasing. It basically means prices are increasing but at a lower rate. So if you hear an announcement that inflation has dropped, it doesn't mean you go to the market the following day and you buy things at a cheaper prices. It just means the rate of increment has just fallen. That's all. Thank you very much, Red Ocean. Your major question: using the substitution and income effect, why is the normal demand curve negatively sloped? Using the substitution and income effect, why is the normal demand curve negatively sloped?
So please, with the substitution effect, it's when it comes as a result of when the price of a related commodity increases, which makes the one product cheaper. So with that one, when price increase in one, it leads to an increase in demand for the other, and for the income effect, is as a result of when the income of a customer increases, a good becomes cheaper for him to purchase. So the income increase will result in...
That is correct for 3 points. That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean, explain what is meant by professional skepticism and why this is necessary to understand the financial performance and position. Explain professional skepticism and why it is necessary to understand the financial and performance and position.
Okay, professional skepticism means it is the quality of the auditor's ability to make critical assessment with a questioning mind, with respect to the validity of the audit evidence, and this helps in...
That is correct for 3 points. That is correct for 3 points. Red Ocean, your major question. ISA 300, Planning and Audit of Financial Statements, states that the auditor must plan the audit. List any 3 benefits of audit planning. ISA 300, Planning and Audit of Financial Statements, states that the auditor must plan the audit. List any 3 benefits of audit planning.
So it helps the auditing firm to choose the staff for the audit. It helps them to identify risky areas and pay more attention to the place, and it also helps them to coordinate the audit.
That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean, Andy Hammond, an associate, has been presented with 2 potential clients. They have written to the firm to appoint them as external auditors. State any 3 factors they should consider before accepting the decision. And the Hammond and Associates has been presented with 2 potential clients. They have written to the firm to appoint them as their external auditors. State any 3 factors the company should consider before taking this client's acceptance decision.
They should ascertain their independent status with respect to the clients, and they should assess the risk nature of the work, of the engagement, and also the materiality level involved.
So let's give them 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. So independence is 1, their competence is 1, their capability and resources, the firm, whether the firm has time to service them, and also whether there will not be any reputational risk. Your major question, Red Ocean. Just as the capital of Ghana is Accra and the currency of the country is cedis, what is the capital of Comoros and their currency? Just as the capital of Ghana is Accra and the currency of Ghana is cedis, what is the capital of Comoros and their currency?
Comorian, France. Comorian, France.
The capital is Dakar.
That is interesting. What did you say for the other one? Comorian. That is not correct. Your bonus to you. That is not correct. The answer is their capital is Moroni and their currency is Moroni. Their capital is Moroni and their currency is also Moroni. Now, the last question for the round. Blue Ocean. Just as the capital of Egypt is called Cairo and their currency is the Egyptian pound, what is the capital town of Gambia and its currency? Just as the capital of Egypt is Cairo and their currency is Egyptian pound, what is the capital town of Gambia and its currency?
The currency is Gambian Dalasi. And the capital.
Okay, we'll give them 2 out of 3. Their currency is the Dalasi and their capital is Banjul. That ends round 1. You are still listening to Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, streaming live on our Facebook handle, Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, and on the university website, www.uw.edu.gh. This program is proudly brought to you by the School of Business and Radio Winneba 98.3. The School of Business has 5 departments in all, running programs like the BBA Accounting, BBA Banking and Finance, BBA Procurement and Supply Chain Management, BBA Marketing and Entrepreneurship, BBA Human Resource Management. We also have programs like BSc Accounting Education, BSc Management Education, and we have a lot of postgraduate programs including MBA Finance, MBA Accounting, MBA Procurement, MBA Marketing, among others. We also have MSc Development Finance. That is a twin certification program. When you do that program, you'll be affiliated to a professional body in South Africa, and it's a 2 certificates. When you finish, you get your certificate as well from there. Then we have MSc MPhil Development Finance, MPhil Finance, MPhil Accounting, MPhil Human Resource Management, MPhil Marketing, among others. School of Business Excellence is our hallmark. So before you go to round 2, this is a close call. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 1, Blue Ocean had 11 points. Red Ocean is leading, but not comfortably, with 14 points. Before we move to round 2, Blue Ocean, what will be your strategy going into this round?
Said round 1 wasn't easy, but we are trying to put in much effort to make a change in the round 2.
Red Ocean, will it be more bloodier?
Red is blood.
Red is blood. Okay. Red is blood. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, red is indeed blood. Round 2. This round comprises of calculation questions. They'll be given 7 questions each, and they will be required to answer within 15 seconds. Within 15 seconds. A bonus will be required to be answered within 10 seconds. A correct answer is 3 points. A bonus answer is 1 point. Without wasting my time, we will start with the blue ocean. Probably maybe starting first makes you get a higher mark. Blue ocean, your question. Annual demand for Abisiba juice is currently 10 million units at 2 cedis 50 pesos each, but will be 8 million if they were priced at 3 cedis 50 pesos each. Is demand inelastic at an output of 10 million units? Annual demand for Abisiba juice is currently 10 million units at 2 cedis 50 pesos each, but will be 8 million if they were priced at 3 cedis 50 pesos each. Is demand elastic or inelastic at an output of 10 million units?
Is 0.5 and inelastic.
That is correct. That is correct. Red Ocean. A business currently sells 20,000 units of its products per month at a price of 10 cedis per unit. The product has been an income elasticity of negative 0.8. What will happen to the total revenue of the product if income increases by 5%? A business currently sells 20,000 units of its products per month at a price of 10 cedis per unit. The product has an income elasticity of negative 0.8. What will happen to the revenue of the product if income increases by 5%?
8,000 Ghana cedis.
Come again.
A reduction of 8,000 Ghana cedis.
That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean. In an open economy, for every additional cedi of income, 20% is taken as taxes, 10% is saved, and 50% is spent on domestically produced goods. What is the value of the multiplier? In an open economy, for every additional 1 cedi of income, 20% is taken as taxes, 10% is saved, 50% is spent on domestically produced goods. What is the value of the multiplier?
The value of the multiplier is 2.
That's correct. Interesting. Red. A country's consumer price index changed from 100 to 120 over a period of 12 months to December 2022. And national income also rose from 600 to 690 for the same period. What is the adjusted 2022 national income for adjusting for inflation? A country's consumer price index changed from 100 to 120 over a period of 12 months to December 2022, and national income also rose from 600 to 690 for the same period. What is the adjusted 2022 national income after adjusting for inflation?
Uh, 552.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Bonus to Blue Ocean.
1.33.
No, the answer is 575. 575. So it's just 690 multiplied by 100 over 120. That's all. Blue Ocean. Techi sells electronic device at a price which gives him a profit of 40%. 5% of the inventory were lost to fire. 20% were destroyed and to be sold at half the cost price. If the remainder was sold at a market price, find the profit percent. Tachi sells electronic devices at a price which gives him a profit of 40%. 5% of the inventory were lost to fire, 20% were destroyed and to be sold at half the cost price. If the remainder was sold at a marked price, find the profit percent.
15%.
That is correct. Red Ocean. Mr. Collins Awuku sells computer at a price which gives him a profit of 30%. 30% was lost through theft. 15% had defects and to be sold at 4/5 of the cost price. If the remainder was sold at a marked price, find the profit percent. Mr. Collins Awuku sells computer at a price which gives him a profit of 30%. 10% was lost through theft. 15% had defects and to be sold at 4/5 of the cost price. If the remainder was sold at a marked price, find the profit percent.
%13%.
That is incorrect.
$12.5.
No. Bonus to Blue Ocean.
9.5%.
That is correct. Blue Ocean, your major question. If the working capital is 90,000 cedis and current ratio is 2.5:1 and inventory is 80,000 cedis, what is the current liability and liquid ratio? If the working capital is 90,000 cedis, current ratio is 2.5:1 and inventory is 80,000 cedis, what is the current liability and liquid ratio?
The current liability is 60,000 and the ratio is 1.6.
No. Okay, so I'll give them 2 out of 3. The current liability is indeed 60,000, but the liquid ratio is 2.1:1. Red Ocean, your major question. UEW has a net working capital of 1,050 cedis, current liability 4,300 cedis, and inventory of 1,300. What is the current ratio and liquid ratio? UEW has a net working capital of 1,050 cedis and a current liability of 4,300 and inventory of 1,300. What is the current ratio and liquid ratio?
The current ratio is 1.24, and then the liquid ratio is 0.94.
That is correct for 3 points. That's correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean. Marcus Obuadi Tete is a sole proprietor whose accounting records are incomplete. All the sales are cash sales, and during the year 50,000 was banked, including 5,000 cedis from the sale of a business car. He paid 12,000 cedis wages in cash from the till and reduced 2,000 per month as drawings. The cash in the till at the beginning of the year were 300 cedis and 400 cedis respectively. What were the sales for the year? Marcus Obuadi Tete is a sole proprietor whose accounting period records are incomplete. All the sales are cash sales, and during the year 50,000 cedis was banked, including 5,000 cedis from the sale of a business car. He paid 12,000 cedis wages in cash from the till and reduced 2,000 cedis per month as drawings. The cash in the till at the beginning and at the end of the year were 300 cedis and 400 cedis respectively. What were the sales for the year? What was the sales for the year?
81,100.
That's correct. 81,000. 81,100 is correct. Red Ocean, your major question. A car was purchased for 12,000 cedis on 1st April 2020 and has been depreciated at 20% each year, straight line. Assuming no residual value, the company policy is to charge a full year's depreciation in the year of purchase and no depreciation in the year of sale. If the car was traded in for a replacement vehicle on 1st August 2023 for an agreed figure of 5,000 cedis, what was the profit or loss on disposal of the vehicle in 2023? A car was purchased for 12,000 cedis on 1st April 2020 and has been depreciated at 20% each year, straight line. Assuming no residual value, the company's policy is to charge full year's depreciation in the year of purchase and no depreciation in the year of sale. The car was traded in for a replacement vehicle on 1st August 2023. The car was traded at an agreed price of 5,000. What was the profit or loss on disposal of the vehicle?
Loss of 200.
That is correct. Blue Ocean. Rebecca Barr bought a machine on 1st October 2018 for 52,000 cedis. The machine had an expected life of 8 years, an estimated value of 4,000 cedis. On 31st March 2023, the machine was sold for 35,000 cedis. The company's year end is 31st December. The company uses a straight line method for depreciation, and it charges full year depreciation in the year of purchase and none in the year of sale. What is the profit or loss on disposal of the machine? Rebecca Bar Limited bought a machine on 1st October 2018 for 52,000 cedis. The machine had an expected useful life of 8 years and an estimated residual value of 4,000 cedis. On 31st March 2023, the machine was sold for 35,000 cedis. The company's year end is 31st December. The company uses a straight line method for depreciation, and it charges a full year's depreciation in the year of purchase. What is the profit or loss on disposal of the machine?
It's 5,000.
That is incorrect.
A loss of 5,000.
No, that is incorrect. Bonus.
13,000 Ghana cedis.
That is correct for a point. 30,000 Ghana cedis is correct for a point. Red Ocean, your major question. Techi and Abisiba are in partnership sharing profits in a ratio of 3:2 ratio. Net profit for the year ended 31st December 2022 was 12,000 cedis. Interest on capital was allocated as 400 cedis to Techi and 250 to Abisiba. Abisiba received a partnership salary of 5,000 cedis. How much was Techi's share of profit? Techi and Abisiba in partnership sharing profit 3:2 ratio. Net profit for the year ended 31st December 2022 was 12,000 cedis. Interest on capital was allocated as 400 cedis to Techi and 250 to Abisiba. Abisiba received a partnership salary of 5,000 cedis. How much was Techi's share of profit?
3,810.
That is correct. Blue Ocean. A company uses 500,000 units of a component. The cost is 2 cedis 50 pesos per component. Ordering cost per order is 160 cedis, whilst holding cost is 12 cedis per unit. The normal quantity that is ordered is 8,000 per order, but the managing director thinks it is too much money is locked up in stock. Computes the economic order quantity for the company. A company uses 500,000 units of a component. The cost is 2 cedis 50 pesos per component. Ordering cost per order is 160 cedis, whilst holding cost is 12 cedis per unit. The normal quantity that is ordered is 8,000 per order, but the managing director thinks that is too much and too much lack of money in stock. Compute the economic order quantity.
11,547.
That is not correct.
3651.
That is incorrect. Bonus to Team Red Ocean.
$461.88.
That is incorrect. It's 12,649 units. Red Ocean, the last question for the round goes to you. Calculate the reorder level if the safety stock is 1,000 units with 500 units consumption per week, and it takes 12 weeks to receive materials from the date of ordering. Calculate the reorder level if the safety stock is 1,000 units with 500 units consumption per week, and it takes 12 weeks to receive materials from the date of ordering.
7,000.
That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends round 2. You are still listening to Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, streaming live on our Facebook handle, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, and on the university website, www.uew.edu.gh. This show is proudly brought to you by Radio Windy Bay and the School of Business in conjunction with the Uewabs, that is the University of Education School of Business students. The School of Business is located at the South Campus of the University of Education, Winneba, in Winneba. It has 5 departments, and we have very dynamic lecturers who are very, very hardworking with our very hardworking students. Radio Windy Bay is also located at the North Campus, just in the Student Center building, and we are the campus radio for students. I want to say a very big thanks to our students, the students of UEW, and also big thanks to students from the School of Business, especially level 400 students, for watching us live on our Facebook handle. The comments you have passed on our Facebook handle will be read by Miss Abisiba.
Yes,
Over to you.
It's been an exciting moment and a period for us to all learn. So on our Facebook, we have a lot of comments here, but I'm seeing El Scholar giving us the sticker. Yeah. And we have Kojo Fredo. He's giving us the fire emoji. Means people are on eat. And then we have Salom Kumsin. She says, doing great. Gloria Asari, she's level 400. She's giving you emojis. We have Maxwell Enyim Entry, also with a broad smile. And Ezekiel Leonard Davidson. I'm enjoying play with that emoji that is hugging someone. We also have Emmanuel Ampofo. He says, Team Red, I said, say Bunda. What's the meaning? Say Bunda. So let's move on. We have Joseph Ejari here. He says, Blake can do it. Alfred Jan AK, he says, Simon is on heat lab. And Herbert Awuji also saying, I'm loving this. And we have Mr. Sintim, heat. We have William Adam Kagbeto, Marvelous Show, and Eslate Heat. So we have more on, our social media. You can still follow us on Radio 98.3 FM. Keep bringing up. We have Bismarck Ansa says, heat up Simon. So you can still send your messages to us. We'll still read. Alfred Kofijan AKG said, Team Blue all the way with the anti-emoji Thompson up. So we'll move on to our quiz master.
Thank you very much. Team Red Ocean, how has been your performance so far? And expectation going into the next 3 rounds?
Sir, we still remain bloody. So we are going to
You
fight.
still remain bloody?
Yes, we are still going to fight this battle till the end.
Let's see whether blue overcome red or not. Blue Ocean, how do you assess your performance in the second round?
Yes, we can see that we are doing our best, and we will overcome.
But you are getting hacks on social media. How do you feel?
I think they are my friends. Some of them too are my course mates. They are watching us live.
Thank you very much for watching. Share the link and watch us live. At the end of round 2, Blue Ocean had 15 points and Red Ocean had 16 points. Listeners and viewers of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, we are in round 3. Round 3, our contestants are given a common business question, and they are supposed to provide an answer as a team. And in round 3, they are given 10 minutes to provide the answer and present one question as a team. After that, the answers will be read out, will be marked and awarded a mark of 10. So contestants, if you have the question, kindly open the question and let's read it together. Are you ready? Okay, so we have 2 questions for today. Question 1. Dr. Richard Odro intends to sell 2-story buildings. He agreed with Dr. Yusuf Ramatu, an estate agent, that he would pay a commission on completion of sale. Dr. Ramatu introduced Dr. Emmanuel Anaman, who wanted to buy both story buildings, but Dr. Odro changed his mind and refused to sell. Dr. Yusuf Ramatu is your neighbor who has heard that you are reading business program at the best school of business in Ghana that contains business law. She is contemplating suing Dr. Richard Odro for commission and has approached you for an advice. You are required to advise the parties whether there was any contract relationship. Question 2. The accountant of Osman Mumin Enterprise has prepared the trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2022 and the forecast for the year ended 31st December 2023. These are reproduced below. So we have the sales, cost of sales, opening inventory, purchases, closing inventory, profits, general expenses, depreciation, net profit for both December 2022 and December, the forecast for 2023. The following additional information is available for the 2 years. So markup is on cost is 50% for 2022 and for 2023 is 40%. Capital employed 175,000 cedis for 2022 and 180,000 cedis for 2023. Required, calculate the following ratios in the year ended 31st December 2022 and the forecast for 31st December 2023 and give a brief explanation of their meaning. I, gross profit margin, II, net profit margin, III, inventory turnover, and IV, return on capital employed. Please start work. You are still listening to Radio Winneba 98.3 FM. So whilst our contestants are solving and giving us one question, I would like to introduce you to the best school of business in Ghana, the School of Business of University of Education, Winneba. We have 5 departments in all, running various programs. We have a lot of undergraduate programs, including Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting Option, Bachelor of Business Administration, Procurement and Supply Chain, BBA Marketing, BBA Human Resource Management, BBA Accounting, BBA Banking and Finance. We also have BSc Accounting Education, BSc Management Education. At our postgraduate program, we have MBA Finance, MBA Accounting, MBA Procurement, MBA Marketing, and MBA Human Resource Management. We also have MPhil program in Marketing, Procurement, Accounting, Finance. We have MSc Development Finance and MPhil Finance, all in the School of Business. Anybody at all you can buy the forms of UW and apply and you will be given admission. Now, the entry requirement is for you to just get at least C6 in all the related courses um, in your SSE, and for those who having in your WASI, and for those having SSE, a minimum of these 7 in all the courses. You can come and read the program irrespective of the fact that you might have not read business before. Last year we had one of our overall best students in one of the departments, procurement and supply chain management, who read at at SHS, but it came up as the best student. She doubled as the best female student in the school of business. In the school of business. Okay, so let me continue with the programs at the School of Business. For our job opportunities, I always maintain that every business, every institution, both profit and non-profit making organization, you need to work with people, and in working with people, you need a human resource manager. Having worked with people, you need somebody who will go and look for the money, and as it were, invest it in the business. And so you need a finance manager who control that aspect. You also need somebody who would account for the money and ensure that there's truth and fairness. There is an accountant in there. There's somebody who go and buy materials and convert it to raw materials before they are sold. In that case, there is a procurement and supply chain management in there. And the person who says you need to publicize the product and make it known to people before they will come in and buy it. And so there we have a marketing person in there. So we are all round. We are all round. I need to tell you that the School of Business also has an MOU with most of the professional institutions, like Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply Chain Management. You have an MOU with Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, and that MOU is so special that it gives students of UW 75% discount on the program. And so instead of paying about £2,500, you are given a 75% discount, and you can write the program through the flexible mode. That is to say, you don't need to go and write the exams at the exam center with your PC or with your computer. You can write the SIMA program and pass. Our overall best student last year was given a scholarship, and he was able to finish in a record time of 6 months. We also have MOU with other professional institutions like human resource practitioners. We also have MOU with the Chartered Institute of Accountants Ghana, MOU with Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, and all are to ensure that our students get the best and the best. School of Business, excellence is our hallmark. Excellence is our hallmark. So, listeners and viewers, you can also try solving the questions back home. When we finish, Abisiba will read some of the comments and some of the answers you provided for us to see whether it was correct or not. This program comes your way this and every Friday between 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. The questions are from all the business areas, and this is to get our students in readiness for any competition whatsoever that will come, and also to educate the general public on the current happenings in business across the world. We encourage all our student bodies, every student, to listen to the program this and every Friday between 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, your ultimate campus radio station. So it is being streamed live on Radio Winneba 98.3 FM on Facebook. Kindly share the link, join the link, and pass your comments, and your comments will be read accordingly. We are also live on the university website www.uew.edu.gh. Okay, so Madam Abisiba, are there any final comments on the social media handle? Kindly read them to us. Our contestants are busy.
We have Mr. Emmanuel Ampofo. He says, Brighton, see, we beg, reduce your vocabs for us. Why? We still have Ezekiel Linnell here. He's saying, share the link. So if you are watching us and you're not sharing the link in your various departments, please do remember to share the link. And we have Kayman and Sophia Kamboka. They says they are watching. Maxwell Enyim entry says, integrity is our hallmark. I guess that's the slogan for the department. And Alfred Kofijan, AKG says, Team Blue all the way. Emmanuel Uewabs says, heat on heat. And then we have Afro Benedicta says, there's fire on the mountain. Indeed, there is fire between Team Red Ocean and then Team Blue Ocean. Techi Fred says, well done, guys. You are doing marvelous. El Monday says, more fire. Oja, 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 oja. We have Joseph Ejari. I think the seats are hot. Indeed, yes. Even me cry. No. Some of the things I'm listening to shows that the seats are very hot. So I'm too close that I can feel it. Wow. So K-Man again says, my national will come. Oh, yes, that's me. He says, much love. Thank you, K-Man. And we have Noah Shine. He says, I see you, Joshua. More fire. Kwao Ebenezer, Simon, more fire. Nana Kwesi Aqua says, Team Guru, Blame, with some fire emojis. Yeah, we have Ajia Reader says, some of us are just between the two oceans. she doesn't know where she stands. And I think I side with her, yeah. Alfred Kofijan AKG comes again with Trust Simon with the hands up, more of him. B. Phillips says, School of Business all the way. My greetings to all management of sciences. Please, I'll tell them, they respond. They are listening as well. Maxwell Enyim entry says, yeah, free gobe. So I think Maxwell is promising some free gobe to Yakubu. Emmanuel Ampofu says, the sky is red. Atukwam says, preparing my team to contest next week. Watch our team, Koto. Ernest Latte says, Team Blue on the heat. Samuel Kwame Techi says, hey, this lady don't like my matter. I have said so many times. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it. So Samuel Kwame Techi, I'm reading yours. Listen again. Hey, this lady don't like my matter. I have said so many things, but not even one is right. I'm sorry. I love you so much. I'll find you. Thank you. So we are moving back to the quiz master.
Thank you very much. And our viewers, thank you very much for the comments. Keep them coming. It's time to the two teams kindly present your solutions. Whilst they present their solution, let's go back to the question. Your time is up. Hey. Okay, so welcome back, listeners and viewers of Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Our contestants were given a case study. The questions have been read out already. The first one was for them to advise parties whether there was any contracted relationship between the parties where one was supposed to sell a story building and at the end of the day the person decided not to sell. The answer to that question is Dr. Odro should be told that Dr. Ramatu did not complete the sale of house because of his unilateral decision not to sell the house any longer to the third party. there was breach of contractual relationship between with Dr. Ramatu. In the case of Dr. Ramatu, she could be advised to sue Dr. Oduro for breach of contract. The remedy available to Dr. Ramatu is quantum merit for introducing a third party. Now, for the second question, they were supposed to compute ratios, and they were very simple ratios. The first one, gross profit margin, which is the gross profit over the sales multiplied by 100. So the gross profit was 50,000 divided by 150,000 multiplied by 100. That gives you 33.3% for 2022, and 55,000 divided by 192,500 gives you times 100 gives you 28.5% for 2023 forecast. For net profit margin, it is net profit over sales multiplied by 100. So for 2022, you have 35,000 divided by 150,000 multiplied by 100. That gives you 23.33%. And for December 31st, December 2023, you have 36,500 divided by 192,500, and gives you 18.96%. Inventory turnover is cost of sales over average inventory. And so it is 100,000 cedis divided by 11,000 for 2022. You have 9.09 times. And for 31st December 2023, you have 107,500 divided by 12,000, it's 11.46. For return on capital employed, it's profit divided by capital employed. So you have 35,000 divided by 175,500, and that gives you 20% for 2022, and you should get 20.28% for 2023. Let's look at what our contestants brought. Now, for Blue Ocean. So Blue Ocean had 8 points, and Red Ocean. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It is. So this is 1.5. So they actually had 9.5. Blue Ocean had 9.5. Okay, so Red Ocean also had 9.5. So at the end of round 3, Blue Ocean had 9.5 and Red Ocean also had 9.5. Listeners of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, we move straight to round 4A. Round 4A is questions from all the business news read on Radio Winneba during the week. So before we start round 4A, there is a technical substitution from from both sides. So starting with team Red Ocean. Red Ocean. So contestant from Blue Ocean, you can also join us on stage. Technical substitution. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a technical substitution from both teams. Please, contestant from Red Ocean who just joined us, kindly introduce yourself. You are welcome. Candidate from Blue Ocean, kindly introduce yourself.
I am Fiadope Defo, Success, a level 300 BB accounting student.
Ladies and gentlemen, will success be successful for the Blue Ocean? Time will tell. Round 4A is business segment where questions are drawn from business news read on Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM during the week or during the month of June? So we start with Blue Ocean. Blue Ocean, your major question. In Ghana, sponsors are very hard to come by, but the senior national male team, the Black Stars, have been one of the luckiest to be sponsored. Mention any 3 sponsors of the Black Stars. In Ghana, sponsors are very hard to come by, but the senior national team, the Black Stars, have been one of the luckiest teams to be sponsored. Mention any 3 sponsors of the Black Stars.
GNPC, that's Ghana Petroleum Authority, Melcom, and MTN Ghana.
That's correct for 3 points. Red Ocean, why is the National Pension and Regulatory Authority asking for support from the World Bank and other development partners? Why is the National Pension and Regulatory Authority asking for support from the World Bank and other development partners? That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean, which institution helped the National Pension and Regulatory Authority to develop the risk-based supervision system? Which institution helped the National Pensions and Regulatory Authority to develop the risk-based supervision system?
Swiss Secretariat of Economic Affairs.
That is correct for 3 points. Red Ocean, according to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June, what percentage of high-income countries are experiencing high food inflation? According to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June, what percentage of high-income countries are experiencing high food inflation? 29.4%. That is incorrect. Bonus to Blue Ocean.
80.4%.
That is correct. Blue Ocean, according to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June, what percentage of lower middle income countries are experiencing high food inflation? According to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June 2023, what percentage of lower middle income countries are experiencing high food inflation?
73.9%.
That cannot be correct.
Bonus
to Red Ocean. 81.4%. It is rather 84%. Red Ocean, your major question. How many people in the Eastern and Southern Africa are experiencing acute food insecurity according to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month June 2023? How many people in the Eastern and Southern African countries are experiencing acute food insecurity according to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June 2023? That's correct. Blue Ocean. According to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month of June 2023, mention any 3 hotspot countries experiencing acute food insecurity. According to the World Bank Food Security Update for the month 2023, mention any 3 hotspot countries experiencing acute food insecurity.
Afghanistan, Nigeria, and Somalia. Afghanistan, Nigeria, and Sudan.
So I'll give them 2 out of 3. So Ethiopia, Sudan, South Sudan, and Somalia. Red Ocean. In mid-May this year, the IMF approved a $3 billion arrangement with the government of Ghana. How many months will this arrangement last? In mid-May this year, the IMF approved a $3 billion arrangement with the government of Ghana. How many months will this arrangement last? 36. That is correct. 36 months is correct. Now, common preamble to both schools. Mention any 2 targets for the IMF program for Ghana throughout the 36-month period. Mention any 2 targets for the IMF program for Ghana throughout the 36-month period? Blue Ocean.
The domestic debt reduce domestic debt to be reduced, reduction in goods and services to GDP of 0.
Ayeka. Because it's a common preamble, it's not a bonus to you to mention two.
Their target is for the government to cut capital expenditure, which will result in a GDP saving of 0.9 to GDP, and also to freeze employment, which will result in 0.5.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. So I was looking for. The time is up. I was looking for taming inflation, preserving financial stability, restoring public debt to a sustainable level, enhance economic competitiveness, and safeguarding social protection. Now, Blue Ocean, your major question. One of the conditions for the approval of the 3 billion arrangement with the IMF is the reduction of allocation of statutory funds and capital expenditure. What percentage of GDP will be saved by Ghana based on this condition? One of the conditions for the approval of the $3 billion arrangement with the IMF is a reduction of allocation to statutory funds and capital expenditure. What percentage of GDP will be saved by Ghana based on this condition? No, that is Blue Ocean.
Zero 0.5%.
No.
0.9%.
That is correct. 0.9% is correct. Red Ocean, your major question. Mention any 3 strategies recommended to SMEs owners in order to overcome challenges and build long-term sustainability. Mention any 3 strategies recommended to SME owners in Ghana in order to overcome challenges and build long-term sustainability.
Diversification, agile and adaptability, collaboration and marketing.
That is correct for 3 points. Blue Ocean, your last question for the round. How much is the total brand value of the world's top 100 brand according to Qatar Brand's Most Valuable Global Brand Report 2023?
$6.9 trillion.
That is correct. Red Ocean, according to Qatar Brand's Most Valuable Global Brand Report 2023, which brand is the most valuable brand for 2023 and how much is the brand value? Which brand is the most valuable brand for 2023 and how much is the brand value?
Microsoft. 1.69.
That is incorrect.
Apple, 880 billion.
That is correct for a point. So it's Apple and it's $880 billion. That is their value. You are still listening to Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, streaming live on our Facebook page, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM, and on the university website, www.uew.edu.gh. This is the Uewabs Business Challenge between Red Ocean and Blue Ocean. We just did round 4A, moving to round 4B, and that is the true or false segment. And round 4B, each team will have 7 questions, and for if they get their questions correct, they'll get 2 points. If they get it wrong, they'll get it will attract -1. If a school is unable to answer or they refuse to answer their question, it will be passed on to another team for a bonus. There is no bonus if the other school answers and they get it wrong. True or false? Are you ready? Abisiba, do you have anything for us?
Yeah. We have some messages here. Waja B. Phillips says, Quizmaster all the way. Gloria Asari says, good job. Emmanuel Ampofo says, Team Red, I still can't hear you. We have Nana Kwesi Aqua says, heat on heat. Sophia Gamboga says, well done, both teams. We have the Azombila Mahmoud Bimata and Sophia says they are watching live. Emmanuel Yabuabuachi says, very technical. I agree with him. Afro Benedicta says, more fire. Esther Ado says, well done, guys.
Thank you very much. Keep your comments coming and they'll be read for you. Now, at the end of round 4A, Blue Ocean had 16 points and Red Ocean had 12 points. It looks like success is doing the magic for Blue Ocean. Let's see what will happen in round 4B. Round 4B is true or false segments. So let me start with Red Ocean. Red Ocean, your question. Competition-based pricing pushes the costs and revenues as secondary consideration, and the main focus is on competitors' prices. Competition-based pricing pushes the cost and revenue as secondary considerations, and the main focus is on competitors' prices.
True.
That is correct. Blue Ocean. Because of globalization, companies rarely need to customize marketing strategies, product features, and operating practices in different countries. Because of globalization, companies rarely need to customize marketing strategies, product features, and operating practices in different countries.
True.
That is incorrect. Red Ocean. Creating a brand. Red Ocean. Creating a brand is the ultimate aim of marketing endeavor. Creating a brand is the ultimate aim of a marketing endeavor.
False.
That is incorrect. Blue Ocean. Management affects employees' morale, but not a company's financial performance. Management affects employees' morale, but not a company's financial performance.
False.
That is correct. Red Ocean. Mintzberg resource allocation rule is similar to FIOS planning function because it involves the coordination of employees' activities. Mintzberg resource allocation rule is similar to FIOS planning function because it involves the coordination of employee activities.
False.
That is incorrect. Blue Ocean. The only first line managers and employees need to be concerned with being customer responsive. Only first line managers and employees need to be concerned with being customer responsive.
False.
That is correct. Red Ocean. Communication services are helpful to the business for establishing links with the outside world. Communication services are helpful to the business for establishing links with the outside world.
True.
That is correct. Blue. Doing social work and delivering competitive goods and services will certainly help in building a good reputation of the business. Doing social work and delivering competitive goods and services would certainly help in building a good reputation of the business.
True.
That is correct. Red. Inside address of a letter introduces the firm. Inside address of a letter introduces the firm.
False.
That is correct. Blue. Managerial accounting places greater emphasis on future than financial accounting, which is primarily concerned with the past. Managerial accounting places greater emphasis on the future than financial accounting, which is primarily concerned with the past.
True.
That is correct. Red ocean. The principle of objectivity is followed in its real spirit in management accounting. The principle of objectivity is followed in its real spirit in management accounting.
False.
That is correct. Blue ocean, your last question for the round. Tax return. Tax return is an official statement that contains the income of the person and any allowable deduction for any year of assessment from employment, business, or investment. Tax return is an official statement that contains the income of the person and any allowable deduction for any year of assessment and employment, business, or investment.
True.
That is correct. Red ocean. Red ocean. One characteristic of contract of service is that the worker is controlled by their employer. One characteristic of the contract of service is that the worker is controlled by their employer.
True.
That is correct. Our cherished viewers and listeners of Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, that brings us to the end of round 4B. That brings us, this program is proudly brought to you by Radio Winneba 98.3 FM and the School of Business of the University of Education Winneba, with technical support from all the 5 departments of the School of Business and with support from the Uewabs, that is the University of Education Business Student Association of the School of Business. We zoom in straight to round 5. In round 5, I will be reading out statements. So radials, I'll be reading out statements. If they get it on the first clue, they get 5 points. If they get it on the fourth clue, the second clue, it is 4 points. Third, second, and third, fourth, and fifth clue, they get 3 points. Both schools, the questions will be read out to both schools, and whoever presses the bell faster will be called to answer the question in 5 seconds. We have 5 riddles in this section, so schools, get prepared. Before we start, any news for us?
Yeah, we have more coming. So you can still follow us on Facebook at Radio Winneba. And don't forget to log on to www.uew.gh. So we have Taneku Daniel. This from our Facebook. It says, read more them. Gloria Sari says, Ose Blues. It looks like Chelsea, but no. She's talking about Team Red Ocean. And we have Juliet Love. She says, Ose Red and Blue. Oh my goodness. Atre Braku says, Blue all the way. Juliet Love says, Ose. Oh, she's saying Ose Red and Blue. I think she doesn't have where she's situating herself. So we have Kwekuzima here. Says, please, the mics. Okay, so we'll check it. Our technical team are working on it. So William Adam Gakpo says, Chai, Simon is heated. And says, red, you do all. Juliet Love says, Ose red and blue. She comes again. Emmanuel Uewabs said, Red Ocean, be careful in the last round because Blue Ocean have got Mr. Riddles. Says, be careful. Emmanuel Uewabs says, hey, heat. Akwesi Derek says, Simon Ray. Juliet Love says, Juliet Love, I'll cane you. Please, don't do this. So we have Kwao Ebenezer says, Team Blue all the way. And Kwao Ebenezer again says, James is hot. Austin Wyoming Jr. gives us the fire emoji. We have Alfred Kofi Jan AK says, Team Blue all the way. We have Afro Benedict says, success is really taking Blue Ocean to another level. Emmanuel Uewabs says, Mr. Riddles, take your time for Red Ocean. And we have Alex Kwabna Bonsu. Nana Bay says, Heat Jasper. And Kwao Ebenezer says, Team Blue all the way. Echo Flexing says, heat, heat, heat. And then we have Efum Amo says, more heat, my guys. You found that. And Abu Karim Abubakar says, the sky is blue. Success is succeeding.
Let's see whether success will indeed succeed. At the end of round 4B, the scores are Red Ocean 8 points, Blue Ocean 11 points. Riddles. The school that gets it on the first clue gets 5 points. The second clue gets 4 points. Third, fourth, and fifth clue get 3 points. If you are ready, let me hear the bell from Red Ocean. Blue Ocean. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the competition has been very, very tight. So somebody is saying tighter than skin tight. Indeed, it is tighter than skin tight. Let's see what happens in the final round. So riddle number 1. I was coined by the Economist magazine in 19... Yes, Blue Ocean.
Dutch disease.
That is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, that disease is correct. That disease is correct for 5 points. He answered on the first clue. Indeed, it is the Dutch disease. Riddle number 2. My name originates from England as far back as 1745 and was mostly used as a reference to tailor-made clothing.
Bespoke software.
Ladies and gentlemen, success is correct. Success is correct. Bespoke software is correct. Success. Radio number 3. So Blue Ocean have gotten the first 2 radios on the first clue, so they have 10 more points. Radio number 3. I was coined by psychologists Robert Merton and Harriet Zuckerberg in 1968. I am a concept which comes from the adage, the rich get richer. Okay, so Blue Ocean.
The Matthew effect.
That is correct. The Matthew effect is correct for 4 points. He had it on the second clue. The Matthew effect is correct for 4 points. Wow. Radio number 4. I was invited by Peter Salas in 1986 while he was working with Lotus Advanced Technologies Group. 2. While working on a concept for a new program that would eventually become Lotus Improve, Salas noted that spreadsheets have patterns of data. 3. Salas used the core functionalities of Lotus Improve to provide a model of me. I usually consist of red. No, that's not some if. I usually consist of row, column, and data field, but usually rival VLOOKUP function as commonly used function in Excel. I am a table of grouped values that aggregates the individual items of a more extensive table within one or discrete tables.
The pivot table.
That is correct. The pivot table is correct for 3 points. The pivot table is correct for 3 points. Success is indeed successful. The last riddle. My intent was coined in 2000 by Chan Kim and Rene Macbeth.
Blue Ocean strategy.
That is not correct. By Rene Macbeth and two professors of strategy. I am a plan of action to make a product survive in a competitive market. I encourage managers to align the whole system of firm's activities with its strategic choice of differentiation or low cost. Instead of advising managers to create new demand for their products, I rather encourage them to exploit existing demand and make a value cost trade-off. My biggest advantage is that I give a clear view of customers' needs in an established market. Who am I?
Competitive strategy.
It is indeed your name, Red Ocean. The answer is Red Ocean strategy. So just to our viewers, the Blue Ocean strategy aims to shift strategic imperatives from outsourcing competitors in existing markets to create new industries, thereby making competition irrelevant. Companies may use this strategy when the current supply in the existing market exceeds the demand and if turnover has increased and profit margins are diminishing. The Red Ocean, on the other hand, is a strategy that describes business strategies used to grow and succeed in established markets. So over the period of, I think 2 months ago, we heard of a new supermarket in town that used to operate in Swedru. They coming to Winneba is basically, they are trying to adapt the Blue Ocean strategy by moving from Swedru to Winneba. If they had maintained their operations in Swedru and established more branches and new products in Swedru, they would have been adopting the Red Ocean strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the contest. It's been a very, 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 very exciting contest. And I hope you've learned a thing or two from this competition. This program is proudly brought to you by Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM and School of Business of the University of Education, Winneba, with support from the Uewabs. That is the University of Education School of Business Association. The University of Education School of Business has 5 departments: Department of Accounting, Department of Applied Finance and Policy Management, Department of Management Sciences, Department of Marketing and Entrepreneurship, and Department of Procurement and Supply Chain Management, with cutting-edge programs. We say a very big thanks to the technical crew, but before that, I say a very big thanks to the Vice Chancellor and the entire University Management team, the Manager of Radio Windy Bay, Mr. Collins Awuku, the Dean of the School of Business, Professor Brian Mariasu, the Vice Dean, HODs, dynamic and affable colleague lecturers, and our very, very hard-working students from the School of Business. Abizibia,
Yeah.
do you have any news for us?
Yes, so many of them. The magnificent studio of Radio Windy Bay is on heat, is on fire. Our in-house, guest here have made it so beautiful. So we go on to our Facebook. Don't forget that next week we will still come, so your messages are intact and we'll read them for you. We have Ajiman. Alex says, past questions, sir. So say Ajiman is asking for past questions. And Emmanuel Ampofu is saying, Kweku, don't make enemies get me with crying emojis. Tenoku Daniel said, red is in comfortable lead. Moo, more of them. And we have Sophia Gamboga says, Sussex, please see me for some meal. Please, you have to go to her. Yeah. We have Benjamin, Kwame Frimpon says, UAW is the best. Afro Benedicta says, success, I owe you chocolate. Success, tonight success is really raining. And we have Ajiman Alex again. He's saying, success, you are making Presec Legon proud. Hey! Very interesting. Yeah, so Wajabi Phillips says, success all the way, keep it up. Taneku Daniel says, red more vim. Austin Wyoming says, Osate in blue. Maxwell Enyim entry says, with love emoji. Yeah. Insia Peter Baptizo says, I enjoyed it, and I also did enjoy it. Emmanuel Ampafo says, Kweku, my life is in your hands, so I beg. Pray, say, he says, pray for me, yeah. So Nana Abba Irama says, wow, interesting. What a twist at the end. Congratulations, guys. You did well. Maxwell Enyim comes again with love emoji mentioning Yakubu. We have Daniel says, red on heat. Alfred Kofi Jan says, blue is the color. Yeah.
And so, people have moved the thing to Mind you, Manchester United is the color, not blue. Okay, so thank you very much for watching us and listening to us. Let's get the scores for round 5. At the end of round 5, Red Ocean had 0 points and Blue Ocean had 17 points. Now, at the end of the contest, we have for round 1, Blue Ocean had 11, Red Ocean had 14. Round 2, Blue Ocean had 15, Red Ocean had 16. Round 3, both teams had 9.5, 9.5. Round 4, Blue Ocean had that was the turning point for Blue Ocean. They had 16, and Red Ocean had 12. Round 4B, Blue Ocean had 11, and Red Ocean had 8. And round 5, Red Ocean had 0, and Blue Ocean had 17. At the end of the contest, viewers, listeners, Blue Ocean, Red Ocean had 59.9 points, 59.5 points. And the blue team had 79.5 points. Point of correction, Success said he attended Akachi SHS and not Resec. Okay, so it's been a very interesting contest. I would like to say a very big thanks to the university management team, the vice dean, the dean of the School of Business, my colleague lecturers, and the students of the school. A very big thank you to Radio Winneba, the manager, Mr. Collins Awuku, and to the technical team for the beautiful production. Let me mention Mr. Bright Fuga, Mr. Osman Mumin, Mr. Andrew Aku Hammond, Mr. Abraham Caesar, Mr. Emmanuel Pabite, Mr. Benedict Kofi Tachi, and our wonderful, beautiful, lovely voice, Miss Abisiba Annan. I would like to say see you next week for a more exciting contest for questions from all the areas from business. And this has been your quiz master, Samuel Gameli Gajo, the admirer of academic violence. Till we meet again, stay blessed. Bye-bye.